You ever wonder about the origins of the letters of the alphabet? Take the letter A, for example, or Aleph, said to represent the word in the shape of an ox. Yet the word Aleph isn't used for the word ox in the Semitic languages. Why is that? Well, it turns out the word comes to us actually from an Akkadian word, Alpu, which in turn comes to us from a Sumerian word, Gud, or God. This word means ox. But a minor detail about ox is that they are gelded, castrated animals. They are not bulls, yet still a symbol of kingship and power. An element of the constant companion theory is the hypothesis that our symbolic language is inspired by contact with non-human beings. This is the therianthropic grapheme theory. This is a decapitated skull of a tridactyl, suspected by the constant companion theory to belong to Victor Victoria, the headless specimen. What is of profound interest is there appears to be an archaic Greek letter A carved into the center of the skull. If that wasn't odd enough, the unique semicircular rib cage of the tridactyls resembles the Greek omega. Is the phrase, "I am the Alpha and the Omega," a result of some incident related to this body? Now, before you start to dismiss all of this as mere coincidence, note too how the unique forum magnum of the tridactyls, almost square-like, resembles the Chinese radical for mouth or opening. The series of the skeptic's coincidences do not end there. We now look at a pairing of two Chinese radicals, the radical Kao and the radical Je, which could mean stop or a place of ending, literal meaning foot, but together, these two, with the meaning somewhat inversed, is essentially the same as the omega and the alpha. Perhaps more indicative of a phrase meaning a new beginning. Je resembles that inverted archaic Greek letter A. It's important to note that these two letters, the Greek letter A and the Je of China, are contemporaneous to each other within at least a couple hundred years, a possible example of cultural diffusion. But let me leave you with one more example, an artifact actually found with the tridactyls, showing two possible letters, runic letters in scope, one the Ewas and the other simple letter O. But Yewas was also at one point the primary first letter in the alphabet, just like our letter A. What I suggest to you here is that these two symbols perhaps sound out a word such as yo, but perhaps also importantly, this is too the Alpha and the Omega. This has been the Constant Companion Theory. Join me on my quest to become the first true planetary xenoanthropologist. Live long and prosper.